Okay, so, hold on a sec. It's about 10 minutes after, and I've been, waiting. I don't think I look very good because usually I, like, do my hair and stuff, but this was a spontaneous video. I've been, I've talked about my irritable outbursts and stuff, but I've always wanted to tape one, but I've never been able to because um, they're so spontaneous. I mean, I can tell that I might have one that day or that hour because it feels like maybe a string or rubber band getting tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter, and then something minor happens. Sometimes it's just imagined slight or something, and or just something out of my control, something that would normally bother me anyway, but it snaps and it, like when you pull something really tight and it finally breaks, it spins out of control and just till it's just exhausted and just falls. And that's kind of what the outbursts are like. And so I could never, I can get my crying on there, I can get my hypomania on there, but the irritability is hard to get because it just, I don't walk around with my camera, like, with my camera on, uh, and and I was already feeling, you know, well, like when I'm depressed, see, I tend to sob more and get really down on myself and get worried and anxious, and you've seen that. I'm a little agitated. That's different. Um, that's a crying spell from depression. The irritable outbursts really, I feel, are more of a manic thing. When you go into mania, you can look one way and see euphoria, but you can also look the other way, and there's like they use the word irritability, I guess, and a lot comes up. That word comes up a lot, and so where I walk around feeling like any minute, just things don't feel right. Um, my body, the it, I the way things sit on the desk, clutter makes it worse, and I start to get wound up, and clutter makes me get more wound up, and I'm trying to straighten things up, and I'm trying to get things so because then it'll relieve the tension that I'm feeling because I'm getting more and more tense, and then the dog jumps on me and gets a spot on my shirt, and then I get more and more tense, and like hyper aware of things, and I'm hyper physically, and my mind is going. I can't relax. It is a manic feeling in that sense, but it's very uncomfortable. And if someone's in the room when the snap occurs, and it really only lasts for about 5 to 20 seconds, I will kind of get tearful, but mostly I swear, I throw things, I break things, especially electronic things, so I do my best to like just get away from my like laptop and stuff. Um, Sometimes I punch like my legs, pull my hair, um, in frustration, and just, and my mom will see me, and she just doesn't know what to do. I take off my watch and throw it. It's just, I'm completely out of my mind. It's just physical reaction. And it's like I gotta release. And it's like outside things coming into my brain, and it must be released physically. And and it comes out verbally too. This has happened in doctor's offices. I was late. I was already wound up. I was late. They were going to make me reschedule. Oh gosh, it's embarrassing. I might just be really mean to people, and the thing is that it ends, and I relax and I calm down, and even though I might still disagree with things, I'm more reasonable. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I guess I just have to work with the system. And it's a shame that I couldn't get to that point without making a mess of things. Like, I still think the audio swap and they think it's ridiculous. I understand, but I still think it's wrong that I can't use the music. But see, I've had this since I was a teenager, and I got some control over it as a young adult. Mania became more euphoric, but of late, the irritable type has become more common for me. And what I just had here was a good example. It wasn't as extreme as some of the worst, but it kind of gives you an idea. And I was just happened to be at my desk, and my camera was right here, and I was like, I want to get this. It's coming. I feel it. Usually I don't even have that much warning. And, I don't know, I'll probably have more while I'm trying to freaking fix this ticking me off. But I kind of knew anyway, so. That is, just, mania isn't always pleasant, isn't always delusions of grandeur, ecstasy, euphoria. Sometimes it's, this is really, I don't like this. I don't like this at all, because I don't know when it's going to happen in public to someone I like. Like, I really liked that doctor, and I was really, really embarrassed, that happened. And like when it happens at home, I can come back and I'm sorry I behaved that way. I'm sorry I broke your little knick-knack. I just, I tried to control it and I couldn't. I'm sorry I said that, And my mom understands, but it still causes damage, The apologies help a little. And I don't think my stepdad really understands that I can't help it and that I'm doing my best to control it. To maybe leave the room, to maybe let it out on myself. A lot of people don't understand that you're just using it as an excuse to be destructive and rude, when that really isn't the case at all. It's embarrassing and shameful, something I'm ashamed of, really.